So folks, I recently bought one of these. It's a Trimui Smart Pro. Bought it off AliExpress for about 60 quid. 60 quid included a case, included a screen protector, which I put on reasonably well, and delivery, and a little charging cable, and everything you need, and loaded with probably 3,000 or 4,000 games. And it's really good fun. So let me show you a few of the footy games I play on this console, so you can just get a flavour for it. Is it worth your hard-earned cash? Tell me what you think. Right, folks, so this is a Trimui Smart Pro. Trimui, whatever. I want to show you some games here that are running on this, and I'm going to focus on football games at the moment. Now, I know you're going to get a lot of reflection here. I can load states, I can save states. So if we just carry on here, this is as running on PlayStation 1. So let me try and make it a bit darker in here and improve the image quality. So I'm going to continue the game here. Turn the volume up a little bit.
Terry, that was so nearly a goal. Yes, they passed up a golden opportunity there. A chance to score here.
So this game is really, really tough. It plays very authentically. You've got the shoulder buttons, you've got the D-pad, you've got the analog stick as well. It is such a tough game, but this is PS1 running on this Trimui Smart Pro. The sound quality of this device is okay, but not brilliant. The speakers are functional, but not perfect. They're a little bit tinny, but you've also got a jack so you can plug in your headphones, which is great. You can save states on all the different games. I've had a couple of glitches where playing one of my SNES games, which I might show you in a minute, it just kicked me out for no reason. And also playing a PSP version of one of these games, it also checked me out as well. So I'm the yellows at the minute, Yellow Army here, struggling. This is what I do, being a Yellow Army fan, but chance to break now. Keep it in. And I never score on this game. So, but it plays very well. I'm on a tough level here. So this is the first game that I'm showing you today, folks. My football fest on the Trimui Smart Pro. So I apologise for any reflections you get, but the image quality of this device is not quite AMOLED, but it's not far off it. You get deep blacks. You don't get any fuzziness or any ghosting in the image. The refresh rate seems good. So really, it handles this PS1 game really pretty well. Yeah, it's quicker to load than PS1 because you haven't got a physical disc for it to load. I was hoping to get another shot on go, but it doesn't look like it. So let's have one last effort to see if we can get forward. No, they're in here. Bit of trouble here. Oh my god. Spectacular, they reckon. So as you can see there, folks, I did get undone a little bit. Matey there, it wasn't a bad finish, was it? Enough to put at the post. So what I can then do, look, on all of these, I can now hit that start button. I can now save my state there, and then I can come back later and just resume play. Okay, so that's that. Right, folks, this next up, loading the state here. This is Virtua Striker 2.1 being played on the Sega Dreamcast, or the Sega Dreamcast being played on this Trimui Smart Eye, or Smart Pro, and there's a little bit of I don't know what you call it, a little bit of interference at the top of the screen. Occasionally you see that little tiny bit of jaggedness coming in, which is a bit of a shame really, because other than that, the sound's good, the controls are good, the graphics are good, it's totally playable. And I've played Virtua Tennis and other games on the Dreamcast, and they've been perfect. So a little bit disappointing that this isn't quite as good, and it's not perfect, but actually it's perfectly playable. So, and of course, anyone who's familiar with this and played it on the Dreamcast will know that the D-pad on this on the Dreamcast was an absolute nightmare. You'd end up having a D-pad, you know, a thumb like Hercules, after playing this for very long. But on this little handheld, the D-pad's really good quality. even though my defending isn't. So there you go. Just watch the replay there, folks. There you go. So 1-0 down, 6 seconds to go. Take me a while to get into the game. The arcade nature of this is so quick. But that's Virtua. I think it's Virtua Striker on Sega Dreamcast. On we go. Right, folks, we've now come on to the Super Nintendo. This is also available on the Mega Drive version. This is Kickoff 3. Now, a lot of people hate Kickoff 3. Me and my brother used to play it a fair bit, and we used to get a bit of enjoyment out of it. And we know it's clunky. We know it's not the best. And of course, the issue you have with a lot of these games is just remembering the key configuration, because the unit itself isn't necessarily set up brilliantly for each of the console button configurations, but you can save that per game in a saved state, and then everything's fine. So I think on this one it's basically, I'm just trying to remember, and I've been playing pretty well on this. I think it's top button. This guy's going to get booked. I think it's top button for, and you get loads of injuries on this game. So we're going to put in, who are we going to put in? Sheridan, on you come, son. Yeah, so you can save your state. You can, and that was the big problem with this game back in the day on the Super Nintendo was. Oh, I didn't think it was a bad strike. So you do a little wobble on there. That allows them to bring the ball up and allows you to strike the ball that much better. So that's kind of the stuff that I'm kind of hoping to do. And then there's like this sprint button, and then it'll auto cross when he gets into the corner. And I'm going to try and get on the end of it. So giving Man U a bit of a run for their money there. Even the little tiny graphics, you can sort of see that's a Man United goalie shirt. Isn't that crazy? You can't really see that I'm playing for Sheffield Wednesday, but it's got all the old players from back in the day there. So in my mind, this is a bit of fun, this game. I quite enjoy it. I know that the Kickoff purists will be moaning like hell about this version of the game, but just showing you how these games run, this isn't a bad game. It's one of my favourite games, even though I know it's a lot of people's worst game that they ever invented. And there are sensible soccer and stuff like that you can get on here as well. So on we go. I just want to clear the ball. But that's it for Kickoff 3. That's Super Fatcom, I think they call it. Or Famicom, something like that. Fammy, I don't know. Whatever it is. Ocom, which is, to you and me, Super Nintendo. Okay? So let's just see if we can get away here. Oh, good save. Bit of a chance late on, and maybe miss the ball. Man U just shoot wide. Let's save that state. And on we go. Okay, folks, this is World Cup 90 from Tecmo. This, to me, in the day, was the best football game ever. Even though Virtua Striker came along. I'm going to go into and load my state. So I've already beaten 2 teams. I'm playing as England, which were in that orange, or Great Britain, but I don't know. But I might have to like know which buttons to press, so I might have to restart this again later. But this game back in the day was like new and fresh, and there's set ways you can score. You know, make no mistake about that. Yes. Right, so now I'm getting the hang of the buttons now. Right, okay, so one is along the bottom, one's high. Got it. No way. Go down. Now, there used to be a way you could score from the kickoff back in the day. I'm going to try it now. There it is. Right, I needed that to get back to 1-1. And of course, when you were using your own money to play this game, it wasn't easy, and you wanted to get as much bang for your buck as you could, so went for that. And for the little corner one, I seem to remember that as being a kind of way of scoring there. Come on, we're on top now. 58 seconds to go. So this is it, guys. Trimui Smart Pro. I mean, loads of fun on your footy games here. Oh, inside the bottom corner. Did you see that, folks? What a go. 2-1. We're back in the game. As you can see, this is like instant pick up and play. Now this FIFA toss, you just get on and play. It's perhaps a little bit too arcade in a way because there's no longevity. But just trying to get through this brings back the nostalgia. Plays really, really well. And over 31 seconds to go. I'm a happy bunny at the minute. Just get that ball down that end. Oh, keeper's a bit sus then. "14 seconds. So I hope you enjoyed this. And there's, like I say, there's hundreds and hundreds of... Oh, hit the post. Hundreds of games on this console. It's really good value. It costs you about 60 quid. Trimui Smart Pro. There we go. So there you go, folks. That is football covered on the Trimui Smart Pro. Battery on this will last for a good few hours. Quality bit of kit, I think, for the money. And it's a little bit smaller than a Switch Lite, but the screen is about the size of a decent regular smartphone. It's not a AMOLED screen, it's a whatever screen, but it's pretty damn decent. Catch you guys on the Trimui Schmooey flip side. I couldn't have said it better myself.